Stratford Landing Elementary School opened in 1963. The land where the school stands was once part of River Farm, one of 5 farms that comprise George Washington's Mount Vernon estate. The school was named for the Stratford Landing residential neighborhood, located along Little Hunting Creek and the George Washington Memorial Parkway. In 1955, during the planning process for the Stratford Landing neighborhood, developers Vaughn Connolly and Edward Sweeney, aware of their neighborhood's proximity to Mount Vernon, decided to build a waterfront community with homes comparable to the grandness of George Washington's estate. They chose the elegant name Stratford Landing, in homage to Stratford Hall, the ancestral home of the Lee family, located in Westmoreland County, Virginia. In 1717, Thomas Lee, a prominent statesman and tobacco planter, purchased Cliff's Plantation on the Potomac River in Westmoreland County from Nathaniel Pope. By 1734, Lee had renamed the plantation Stratford in reference to an ancestral Lee property in England. A few years later, around 1738, Thomas Lee began construction of a manor house on the plantation, which later became known as Stratford Hall. He also constructed a grist mill on the property and a wharf on the Potomac River called Stratford Landing. This wharf, or landing, was used by merchant ships transporting tobacco, flour, cornmeal, and other supplies to and from the plantation. Several generations of the Lee family lived at Stratford Hall, including such notables as brothers Richard Henry Lee and Francis Lightfoot Lee, who signed the Declaration of Independence. Henry, Light Horse Harry Lee, fought in the American Revolution, was a governor of Virginia, and a United States congressman, as well as Robert E. Lee, the commanding officer of the Army of Northern Virginia during the American Civil War. In 1822, Stratford Hall passed out of the hands of the Lee family and over the next century gradually fell into a state of disrepair. In 1929, May Field Lanier, daughter-in-law of poet Sidney Lanier, led an effort to purchase Stratford Hall Plantation as a memorial to General Robert E. Lee. She helped found the Robert E. Lee Memorial Association, a nonprofit organization which purchased Stratford Hall, restored the property, and operates it today as a museum.